I'm very excited to be here at Polo at this time when we're celebrating women across the world. I am Dr. Toyin Sanni, founder and executive vice chair of Emerging Africa Group. The Emerging Africa Group is an investment banking and other financial services group which I founded 8 years ago after taking early retirement from my role then as Group Chief Executive Officer of an investment banking company listed on the Nigerian exchange. I have since then had the opportunity to lead a group that is impacting lives and creating opportunities for women, both in terms of funding their businesses and also appointing women to our boards and also appointing women as CEOs of our subsidiary companies. It's been an exciting time on the whole, and I'm very happy to be here. The idea of pouring into others has greatly impacted the way I eat and the decisions that I take every day. I have a strong sense of responsibility. I believe that I am where I am, who I am, because God, through other people, including lots of great women that have gone ahead, created opportunities for me and helped me to be where I am. And I am obliged to pay it forward. It is integral to who I am to continue to create opportunities for other women. I want to see women take our rightful position. We are 50% of the population, roughly, globally, and that is also true for Nigeria. We also have 50% of school enrollment and usually enrollments in places of work, but somewhere along the line, women seem to drop off. And then when you get to the top, you are now seeing things like 4.5%, 5% representation. That needs to be changed. That's a big part of who I am and what I do every day. Looking back at my career, it has been my privilege and my honor to give back in terms of mentorship, in terms of opportunities, and also in terms of coaching and all the other forms of support. It's in my role, first of all, as a CEO, and also in my role as a founder, I've had occasion to nominate women to our boards, and these women, for the most part, have not disappointed, and they have made it easier for us to continue to make these kind of nominations. I've had opportunity also to hire women as chief executive officers, as managers, as senior managers, and in most cases, these women have demonstrated that they are as good, and in many cases even better, than the men that we considered for similar positions. I have also had the opportunity to found Women in Finance Nigeria, and later Women in Finance Nigeria UK branch chapter. And in these roles, we have brought together women, we have advocated for women, we have equipped and empowered women, and we have promoted and showcased the strength of women, not just in the finance sector, but also in financial roles in other non-financial sector organizations, including public sector organizations. Those are some of the ways in which I have been privileged, and I consider myself blessed to promote and advocate women. I totally accept that women remain in the minority in executive leadership positions in our nation. However, this position needs to change. And it can only change if we have all hands on deck. That is, men and women working together to create more opportunities for women. Recognizing that to be a founder is not an opportunity that everybody has. It is very challenging and demanding, but it's also a powerful position because you get to decide who will sit on your boards. You have a say in who comes into management. You have a say in who gets promoted. And I have used each and every one of these opportunities to advance the cause of women that I have met in the course of my career. I am grateful that due to our work, majority of our chief executive officers in the Emerging Africa Group are women, and we have a range of 40 to 60% representation on our boards. And these women, again, I must say, have not disappointed us. And I want to also say that this is not a case of just patronage because they are women. This is us going out of our way to find these women who are qualified and capable and who will demonstrate by their accomplishments that we did the right thing. And we keep finding them. Women must consciously believe in themselves. Honestly speaking, we need to invest in exposure. We need to invest in the right kind of mentorship, both mentoring ourselves and being mentored by others, that will help us to build our confidence and so that we can project ourselves appropriately. A lot of women have gained experience and gathered knowledge over the years. But unfortunately, when it comes to putting ourselves out there and showcasing what we can do and who we are, quite a few women are still quite reticent. So we who are there must invest in helping to build the confidence of other women. And also, we also need our networks. The men have used the old boys club. They've used a lot of the networks that exist over the years to advance themselves. It is time for us to do the same. These networks exist. It's one of the reasons that I founded Women in Finance. It's one of the reasons that I'm active in WIMBIs. It's one of the reasons that we continue to interface with other women, and so that we can support one another. So women need to give more introductions. Women need to make more calls on behalf of other women. And the one thing I will say is, when a woman gives you an opportunity, please ensure that you don't fail her, don't betray her, so that she can be confident to do the same for another woman somewhere down the line. There have been times when gender presented a challenge. There have been times when one of the things that has happened to me and a lot of women have experienced is that we are underestimated many times. It is very hard sometimes to accept that the right man for the job is actually a woman. So I have been bypassed for opportunities that I was very qualified for, whilst a search was being made for a man to occupy that position. And sometimes I had to wait a lot longer before I finally got the opportunity. And for me, when you are in that waiting room, just keep honing your skills. Just keep strengthening yourself, because one of these days you're going to get that chance. When you get that shot, you go out there, you prove that you are the one they should have given the chance a long time ago. So that's what I have experienced. The other thing that I would say I've experienced that is gender related, unfortunately, there is what I have been made to know is called the main character syndrome. So once in a while, unfortunately, we have been betrayed by other women who were waiting for you to give them the opportunities so that they could unfortunately stab you in the back. That's one thing I hope that we do less of to one another. And I think things are changing. We need to stop seeing other women as a threat to ourselves. And we need to stop seeing other women as a ladder on the back of which we want to climb so that we can eclipse them. If we achieve that, then even the sky will not be a limit. I have discovered in the course of my experience that practically every time I think I am doing somebody a favor and I go out of my way and I do that favor, I eventually discover that I was actually helping to take myself higher. I want us to understand as women that every time you lift another woman up, you may not know it, it may not become immediately apparent, but you're strengthening your own personal leadership. You're building your own capability. You are reinforcing the person that you are. And please don't mind if it does not look like you're being appreciated, if it does not look like you're getting anything out of it at that point in time. It doesn't matter. What matters is every time you lift somebody up, you're actually taking yourself higher. I will tell you, for example, that in the career setting, many people do not understand that the best thing you can do for your own career is to make yourself redundant. People are scared many times to train other people, to lift other people up, because they imagine that, very soon the boss will think that, this other person can do it and I will become redundant. It's not true. Each time you train and you lift up the people under you to the point where you are redundant, you are showing that you're qualified for bigger things and higher things. And if even it looks like in that organization is not understood, I can assure you that very soon somebody will come along the line that will recognize who you have become in the process of grooming and training other people to take your place, and will lift you up to where you belong. Don't be worried. Keep pulling other people up. That's the only way to rise.